right there.
I didn't say that.
John Cena.
All right.
Listen to you. Cena, not Cena.
Cena.
Yeah, Cena.
I didn't say Cena. Well,
You can't see
sometimes
me.
my Chicago accent
Okay,
come
got
out,
it.
so
All right.
thanks for correcting me. But
All right.
that's what I meant.
I wasn't trying to correct you.
No, but you did.
No, I was
You
trying
could
to
have,
help
but you could have texted me and said that. You ain't had to do it on live TV. My kids watching.
My bad, big dog. My bad.
Let's see how we got here
broke
in
out
the
the
first half.
Chicago
It
accent.
started off
Sometimes.
all Lakers. 13-point lead early.
Oh.
Ooh. Zion got those bunnies.
Just warming up.
Early on, you see that 11-point
Get
lead
up.
for the Lakers.
That's when you go for that fake steal, bro, Shaq. You ain't want none of that.
Oh, yeah, you remember that? You remember that? Go for the fake.
Go for that fake steal.
Yes, I
Fake
get out
hustle.
and run.
Zion had 4 points in the first, came back with 13 in the second.
Ooh, that was
Legs, Caruso.
Once he settled down, he started to play a little. He's still not playing great, but he still got good numbers for a big man.
Woo! Ric
I
Flair
can't do
in
that.
attendance.
I cannot do that. Woo!
You can't get that high?
No, I can't go high.
When you get out of this, I need to see
I
that
can't
on
go
camera.
high. Woo!
No, I want you to go,
Oh, let me get that.
Yeah,
I love
can't
that.
go high at all.
Woo! I'll tell you what, the Lakers started off really fast. They came back. Like, can you do that on camera so everyone can see you're not lying?
No.
That's as high as you can get?
Yes.
Hold on, just start low and go, huh? Wow.
Yeah, I can't go high.
We're going to get a vocal coach in here next Tuesday.
Let's do it. I'll pay top dollar to get my voice
Okay,
back to
Chuck's golf swing, your vocal.
I'll do it.
Let's take a look at Zion and LeBron, the two players everyone's been focusing on, but Shaq's reminding me it's not the entire story. Zion, again, had 4 points in the first. He's on his way to another 20-plus point game. It would tie Melo for the most in a row at 9 for his rookie season of guys under the age of 20. But let's start off with the leader, LeBron.
What I love about what LeBron is doing tonight, he's giving us everything, right? You see him in transition, you see him in a post right here. He's so big in the post when you get an opportunity to pass the ball like that, and then he gets an opportunity like this to show like he's a baby, he's too small. And Holiday is
machine.
Who is that? I did that.
You did that with your
Probably with
Awesome.
her knee.
And this right here, man, this is what the fans came to see right here.
Oh,
You're 17.
take the charge.
You're
I should
17.
know that from practice to get out there.
I mean, that's what I love. When I look
You
at
gotta
LeBron, I
take
just
the
look
charge.
at tonight what I see. He's kind of turning it up a little bit, right? Tonight he's coming out. He's giving them the energy they need. He's playing with a different focus and intensity. Maybe Zion been in the building, the young guy coming in.
Sure.
The next, maybe he want to show him how it's done. But I love his focus tonight.
Lakers are 27-2 against teams under 500. They do not play around with teams that are not there. Zion, we saw him come alive in the second quarter. Candace, what did you see?
Yeah, primetime game, you're playing against a guy that you watched in LeBron James growing up. Here, we know he loves to get to his left hand. Of course, he made some rookie mistakes, but overall, I mean, he's got 17 points, 6 of 10, and he's defending AD. Got him to take a tough jump shot. Again, contesting the jump shot. A lot of rookies take a long time to adjust to the defensive rotations. And then this is what the Pelicans want to do. Alvin Gentry said it in timeout. They want to run it down their throat. Early in the game, they weren't getting into transition, and they were behind by a large amount. But listen, we're talking about Zion Williamson, and he's had a great game. But quietly, Brandon Ingram
Absolutely.
is 7 of 12 from
balling.
the field, 18 points. He's gotten him buckets and kept them in it.
Tough
Yeah.
buckets too.
Yep.
I think what's cool about Zion is early on we see the limitations. We don't see the right hand. But what do you see in terms of possible potential with this guy?
I mean, he has a lot of potential, great potential. His problem, not really a problem, but listen, tonight, I'm in LA. I'm going against LeBron James. Everybody's talking about, should I get rookie? Like, there's a lot of pressure on the kid to do well. And he started off slow, and I think Alvin and them did a great job of, telling him to settle down and, just play his game. When you're a great player coming out of college, the first year is always the test year. Like, okay, I'm good in college, but can I compete with LeBron?
Right.
Can I compete with AD? How can I get my shot
AD.
this? I mean, AD.
No,
We're gonna do this today.
What did I say, AD?
A-Day.
Corrected him one time.
What did I say, AD or
Yeah,
KD?
you're like the Bay. You're A-Day.
Oh, AD?
It's Louisiana.
But,
Louisiana.
he's doing really good. There's a lot of comparisons about, being like Chuck and Shaq, and I think that's good to have as a young player. But, he still needs to work on a few things, and he will. He just has to figure that out himself.
In the first 12 games, Zion,
AD.
Junction weighing in. Oh, that's how you get a 50, Pat Connaughton. I love that. Boucher just jumped out from 1998. Shout out to the jerseys and the court. This is the American Express halftime report. We shouldn't be surprised. These are the two top teams in the NBA in terms of field goal percentage defense. It was a lot of defense. It looked like the Raptors were going to run away with it, but then here come the Bucks. Let's catch up on what happened in the first half. Yeah.
Dre coming out with the belts.
Took them from Deontay Wilder.
Oh!
Boucher.
Listen,
Bobby Boucher.
Box out.
Toronto already has what it takes to be a championship team minus Kawhi. And I think they took it personal. Oh, Kawhi's leaving, you guys not going to be doing anything? But if D-Wade and Candace know, if you let everybody eat, let everybody do what they got to do, you're going to have a good team.
Giannis wasn't scoring a lot early, made up for it on the defensive end there.
The basketball, everybody eat. Oh!
Yeah, that was
Listen,
Oh.
you win some, you lose some.
Whoa!
It's a message trying to be set
Did you
tonight.
just dunk on the Greek freak?
All right, so take a look at this. American Express teammates. The lowest that Antetokounmpo Middleton all season had combined at this point was 13. So this is just above it with 15. And Antetokounmpo and Middleton got a bunch of points in the last minutes. But really, other than that, they were a non-factor. So, big man, how were the Raptors teaming up to defend Giannis and hold him to just 10 in the first half?
The same way they were last year. We're going to load our defense up and we're going to wait for them. Okay, Giannis, 7-footer, you want to be guard? We're going to be waiting for you. And guess what?
Look at that,
Keep an eye on Middleton where he's at. But I'm going to have 3 or 4 guys. Oh, yeah, we'll let you shoot that all day. Miss, go. But look, we're loading up. Okay, you're the man. You're the MVP candidate. We're going to load up. But as we're loading up, we're keeping our eyes on the shooters. We'll let Brook shoot that. You know, he'll hit it every now and then. But we're not letting you get off. You're the guy. You want to score 30, 40 points. We're going to load up every time. You and Chris are the only 2 people that we're worried about. We're not worrying about anybody else.
Zach, we've seen this in the All-Star game, right? Yep. We watched this in the All-Star game in the fourth quarter. Giannis, they was loading up on Giannis, and Giannis didn't score a point in that fourth quarter.
Oh.
And that concerns us.
You guys were both talking about it earlier.
Yeah.
One thing that was not concerning was the three-point shooting of the Toronto Raptors. The first time they played, they had 15 for the game. This half, 11. What was clicking for the Raptors on the outside?
Well, Milwaukee's the number 19 team in the league defending the three-point line, and that's what the Raptors do. They dribble, they kick out. Obviously, their bench right now with Boucher as well as Thomas going 5 of 6 from beyond the arc. Again, they like to pick on Lopez, bring him out. There's no true center that's playing for the Raptors, so they like to bring people out. And then obviously the downscreen. The trail.
Look like that floppy out, didn't it?
Ooh, it did.
And then Van Fleet doing what he did last year in the playoffs, knocking it down. I mean, the Raptors love dribble, penetrate, kick. They have guys around them that can hit, knock down the three. They like bringing Lopez out. But it's got to be a little concerning that you're only up 2. You shot the ball well from beyond the arc. And Middleton and Antetokounmpo have not played well.
We were sitting here going, this was the perfect Raptors first half, and they're only up 2. What does that tell you, D-Wade, about the Bucks?
Yeah, I mean, I think what I learned from Shaq and Gary Payton and Alonzo Mourning is great teams close out on the road. Great teams close out quarters. So if you watch Toronto, they got their fans behind them. Everything's going well. They dunking on Giannis. They doing all this. But good teams and great teams, they learn how to close quarters, right? So if you watch them, I think they was down like 9, 10. It was like 11. Next thing you know, you got to 4, 6, 2. So for us, back in our championship years, our whole goal was if at the end of the quarters, we can get this with under 10, that you can get a big lead in Dallas. The last game, game 6. They came out, all the energy. You got to be able to withstand that first run. And I think that's what Milwaukee has done. They withstand that first run by Toronto, and now they down 2, right, with the whole game in front of them. And Giannis and Middleton have not played well yet, right?
Toronto, when leading at the half, they're 29-3. But Milwaukee, when losing at the half, best record in the NBA, 8-5. They can turn it around, playoff atmosphere. You don't like that stat?
That's it?
I'll work on my stats.
I thought it was like 13-1.
It's the best.
You're watching the American Express Halftime Report. American Express, official card of the NBA.
Remember that?
Yeah.
They didn't get the rest. Get hurt in a game. 5 messed up going into the playoffs. Barely make it to the playoffs. We get to the Eastern Conference Finals and lose in Game 7. So if I was them with 10 games left, I would say Giannis rest out.
This is what's
Work
interesting.
out. We already know we clinch. We already know we're the number 1 spot. Work out. I don't want you getting hurt in these last 2 games. Just get some rest. Come in and play a couple minutes, but you got to rest your guys. Because, listen, Giannis is on the mission.
Yeah.
He knows what he has to do. And they already have the number 1 seed locked down. So there ain't no use going out there getting hurt, messing around. Because one injury on that team.
Well, we learned that
ballgame.
from Golden State
Yeah.
a couple years back, 73-9. You've seen a bunch of Steph Curry commercials. With that, you got the record, but you didn't get a ring that year.
Right.
And there is a lot, like D. Wade said, going into the playoffs where you want everybody healthy. And as we've seen with Toronto last year, they didn't play at full throttle all year, and they won the championship.
I want to go to you because you were going up and back with the Lynx in the finals. You got them one year, they got you the next year. These two teams have playoff history. How much does facing somebody in the playoffs impact these regular season games? Does it mean more? And what can you learn from this stuff?
You know, with us, it was when I played well, we won. When the Lynx played well, Sylvia played well. And that's how it is with Toronto. They had Kawhi last year, which is the go-to player. This year, Siakam did not play well in the first matchup.
At all.
At all. I think he was
16 points on 37% shooting.
7 of 19 from the field. Giannis completely killed him in that game.
But I think Toronto has confidence, right? They know they have a game plan that beat them before. Even though they had an amazing player, they feel that they have a game plan. And they feel that they're not that far away. They're second in the NBA. Milwaukee's first. So I think they have a lot of confidence, and it's coming off of last year. Like, look, when we get in the playoffs, look what we did to y'all last year.
But your best players have to play well.
They're not thinking about, 100%.
Your best players have to play well.
And not only that, when you're playing a team that's upcoming, that's really coming after you, you got to send a message every time.
Right away.
So, Toronto, we beat y'all last year, but Milwaukee is coming. So you have to keep, keep burying them, and keep letting them know that you got Giannis, you got the MVP runner-up, but you're still not good enough to beat us.
It is a race right now for the first seed in the Eastern Conference. The Bucks seem to be running away with it.
Can you do me a favor?
Pelicans are sitting at the 10th position.